Hello, welcome to the channel. We got some folks out there that are upset that you're not the same as you were. She's not the same person. Well, these are people who live by script. Everything is scripture, or, prophetized, It's all around prophet and script, and it has to be this way, look that way. Amazing. Amazing. I'm feeling like singing today, guys. I've just been going on and on and on. It's great. Thanks for being here. I may set the alarm off. We'll have to wait and see. It's a lot quieter. So the entities that have been walking all over my head and tearing apart the inside, trying to keep me separated, are upset because everybody's getting cleared out. They've been talking about medicine, and the curator is assuring everybody that as long as there's medicine in the body, that they can play with people's emotions by, I guess, there's graphene or something in the medicine so they can manipulate the frequency and such. But they tried that on me earlier today, and it was rather weak comparatively to prior episodes. So I don't know if they're losing power. I think they are. So let's check it out. What's going on? I heard today they shut CERN down. So I don't know. Did they transfer some folks out? Did they utilize CERN to do that? Transfer? How do they do the transfers, actually? Is it with machinery, or is it with God mind power? Let's check it out. What's going on? What's going on? Somebody mentioned that somebody was going to complete something by December 21st. It sounded weird. It sounded weird to me. They were saying that it's all in baby's hands, and I'm like, whoa, so I'm like, I got to get rid of that, because no, I don't even want to hear about that. This is my story time. You know what I'm saying. All right, so let's check it out. Let's check it out. What's going on with the planetary circumstance regarding this shifting? Whoa. In the central energy, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, a legacy. The Royal Mother had stated some time ago, Divine Feminine is leaving behind a legacy for the children. The way that the mothers have stepped up and stepped out, really come into their power. And I really, dang it, I still haven't looked into that. Has anybody looked into what the frequency of the earth is? The hertz? Has anybody looked into that yet? Dang it, I keep forgetting to look into that. Used to be 7.83. All right, so we got Legacy, Ten of Pentacles in the challenge position. Hello. Star. Rejuvenation. Healing. So there's been some traveling through time, or dimensional spaces and places, realms, if you will, by the star. And it's like you're going around and you're rejuvenating, healing, pouring this beautiful life force into the youth, bringing them back, because these fellows and their females, they were like draining, they were like flatlining children's souls, like draining the value out, zeroing out the value. Are we still at 7.83 hertz? Dang, man. All right, so in the subconscious, King of Pentacles. Ooh, King of Pentacles. A man with the money. A man with the money is feeling guilty, having nightmares. They can't sleep. You're leaving a legacy. Star, you're bringing healing and rejuvenation throughout the realms. You're bringing hope back to the minds and the hearts of the children. In the recent past, 9 of Cups. Hello from Texas. Wishes are granted. You've got an abundance. Could be an abundance of love, an abundance of happiness, an abundance of joy, your freedom. And these curses, these generational curses have been busted. Whatever you had to go through, whatever you had to suffer through in order to like break the curse. Somebody out there was able to withstand a tremendous amount of suffering with little complaint, and while remaining innocent, not retaliating, not trying to destroy anybody, not trying to just self-destruct, just keeping on, getting on. Lifetimes. Intentions and expectations. So we got the 9 of Cups and came out in the reverse. We got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So there's clarity, awareness about domination. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Re-engagement. Somebody wants to re-engage. You could be bringing forth awareness of these reckless dominators. Your wishes have been granted. What's so amazing is that I guess every time this happens, you know, these fellas get together and they go after the strongest 1 or 2. You know, they gotta capture themselves, a sun or a star. But God said that this is the end of their relationship with batteries, and the Royal Mother stated that they're not going to obtain you, nor will they survive. So these ones are coming after the Star and the 10 of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles can't sleep. They're in a nightmare. It's like, whoa. Okay, so in the near future, Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories. You might be thinking of childhood. I had kind of like an emotional, mental, and yeah, I had a reaction earlier to something somebody said, and it made absolutely no sense at all. But when I was driving home, it like clicked. It like the whole thing tied into something long, long ago. And it was so strange. And I'm like, whoa, like this is shadow work. And like spirit was like drawing all of this like to the front. And I was like, wow, hopefully this takes care of that then. Because I had no idea that I still had that trauma. But it was beautifully tucked away. And I responded. I was triggered by something that somebody said that had no bearing on my life whatsoever, you know. And it was like, wow, what is this? And then all of a sudden it took me down this little trail of thought, like freaking 40 years ago, you know. And I'm like, wow, what the heck, man? I've been carrying this around all that time and I didn't even know. I've probably been triggered many times throughout those 40 years by that, not realizing the root of it, you know? So I'm really glad that that came up. Hello. All right, so we got nostalgia, childhood, youth, things, betrayal. The lens is being looked through. The world, bringing an end to it, putting it to rest, doing the shadow work for the final time, letting it go. So there seems to be a release of those hidden things that were not even, like, I thought I let go of that like decades ago, but it popped up today and I'm like, wow. So we're putting an end to perhaps some childhood, arrogant kind of crap, that we received from somebody. Somebody's having a nightmare over your 10 of Pentacles, over your 9 of Cups. In the environment, it's so weird listening to these masculines out there stalking females, like they got to go win the prize, Rather than just be a friendly ass man, they got to go freaking be a stalker and a freaking strategizer on how to freaking knock some prize out of some woman. In the environment, it's pretty sad. We got the Hermit. You could be contemplating it, now that you're letting go of the shadow and you're looking back on life and you've got your experiences, you might be kind of looking at things. Introspection. Where are you at right in this moment? Where are you going with your life? Everything's been rejuvenated. The children are safe. The children are safe and they're being re-enlivened. I heard one of them say, I even have hope, which was really nice to hear. So the hopes and fears, Page of Cups. We're hoping to find innocent and pure love. Somebody wants to be open about it, not sneaky. The outgoing energy. Eight of Pentacles. Craftsmanship. You might have perfected something. You self-mastered. You might be a self-made master. And the funny thing about it is, like, the truly powerful people, man, they're like ninjas. You'll never even know they're present, but you'll be healed by them just because they are. It's the most amazing thing. Three of Wands. Growth, alchemy. Yeah. So your confidence and your ability to alchemize, to keep yourself, your energy pure, to remain peaceful. There's no ripples in that water. It's full of electrical current. Your eyes are closed. You have nothing to hide. Very confident. And because you were able to pop up out of this binding, the mother, the daughter, pop up, you're going to get a reward there. Because of the conflict and everything that you had to endure there, you're getting a reward. Bastards, they took everything, and you're going to get loved. Oh, the Empress is getting love. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. See, the Empress is getting love. She's speaking her truth. So people can see she's the true Empress. Full of love. Full of love. Full of love. And the Emperor is determined to get himself an Empress. He's like, oh yeah, that's mine. Nobody's going to keep me from that. People better watch out. And you got all these nasty pushing in, It's really weird because you got these, your wishes have been granted, and this person here wants to re-engage, you know? They're acting with haste. They're very frustrated. It's like they're pushing in on the mental body. They want you to remember who they are. They're trying to get you to, this probably been lifetimes ago that you knew this person and they lost contract or connection with you. And now they're like, wait, but you're like, hey, I'm out of here, man. It's over. Going on. Getting on down the road. And it's weird because I've been singing a lot this afternoon. So it's like there is something to be happy about. The energy is happy up. And even though there may be some of this negativity kind of trying to push in on the mindset, what's being generated on the inside, you know, the solar and all that, the electrical energy is not, you know, what these people are trying to push through the mind. So it's weird. They got away with casting illusions regarding the status and quality of humanity by forcing Wi-Fi radio shows of rage and anger and instability onto people. I don't know why it was so difficult and why did it take so long for this to come to light, you know? Thousands of years. I mean, you can program AI, and we are an original organic communication system of the divine. I mean, we are the transmitter receiver. So it's so strange that nobody figured out that we were hackable, you know? Maybe we discovered that somewhere along the way, and we had to evolve through the challenge and then come up out of it somehow. And we have. And we have. So, hello. So the Ten of Pentacles is here. We've got safety for the children. You're living behind a legacy. They can play without being afraid of being abducted and freaking messed around with by these freaking jackwagons. You've illuminated the truth. Completion. You're going home. You've illuminated the truth about what has been going on with the children, how they became the adults that they were. I heard an unseen divine masculine tell somebody, you can't be, I can't say it, paraphrase it, because I didn't hear all of it, but I got the gist of the message. He was telling them, you can't molest little girls and then convict them of being a prostitute. It's just vile, man, and twisted, the ensnarement these jackasses had on the feminines and the children. You're a star, a healer. The energy you have brings healing, happiness, wholeness. You're detail-oriented. You bring hope to a situation. You revitalize everything. You eat up the darkness with your star. It's like you're walking around, and if there's any density, any black energy that's kind of dimming the light of whatever, it comes up against you, and you're just like, bling, oh, bling, and then it's like, bling, and then it's alchemized, and then it becomes more light. Somebody said something about a dark star the other day, and I've been pondering it. You know, there's a lot of ideas, but I really feel that whoever you are, you're like this sacred light and this sacred shadow. It's like no matter whether you are fueled by the light or whether you are annihilating this black energy, this death energy that tends to linger, this low vibrational. These feeders, they feed on the low vibrational black energy. When they put it into the solar plexus of people, typically it dims, right? It goes real dim. But you're able to like dark star it. Dark stars annihilate dark matter, and they are empowered and fueled by it. So it's like you get the power from both ends. Whatever these people did in their attempt to destroy the star, the star actually evolved to be fueled by both matters, if you will. That's what I'm picking up on. So when you came back up out of that shadow after thousands of years, they're like, "Oh, what the hell happened here?" Well, what happened? You got activated. You were patient, and everything was way out of alignment. It was not supposed to come back together because it was so out of balance. But you made it happen. This King of Pentacles thought he was going to get your 10 of freaking Pentacles. All they had to do is abuse you enough. They thought for sure they had disabled you to such an extent you could never come back. Never be seen again. Trap. Challenge. Star. Rejuvenation, trap. Somebody might be challenged by, they fell into the trap of a star. The star set a trap. The light was a trap. When you when you evolved and started munching death energy and transforming it into light, powerful solar energy, like all of a sudden, those people who thought that they had buried you in the darkness, it became their trap. Because you're up. And it's clear who you are. So it's like the trap they laid for you became the trap for them. Because if they can't hold you in the darkness, then that means you're free. And whatever they did to hold you there is back on them. That's my understanding from what I'm picking up from what other people are saying. So this King of Pentacles is having nightmares. I mean, they can't sleep. Your illumination, your brightness, your ability to eat death and alchemize it into this fantastic solar power has got this fellow like, oh no, they can't sleep. They're in a nightmare. They're when they go to sleep, they're in this, they can't get out of it. You know why? Because the light isn't theirs. The light isn't theirs. It's yours. They're in despair. I keep hearing, there's a lot fewer of these fellas talking too. They're concerned because the way these people are taking themselves out, they're messing up the container, so they can't put another principality in it and reanimate it and continue the script. They're having problems. And they're real mad. When the star be like yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Sacred light, sacred shadow. They did not even understand what they were dealing with when they came for the celestial daughter of a soprano realm. What the hell were they thinking? They're not happy. So he can't sleep. King of Pentacles can't sleep. His gal ain't happy. He's not happy. Whatever. She was supposed to take on your identity. They can't get it out of you. She was supposed to take on your identity. But you illuminated it. Look at this, man. You're giving all that energy back. The dark energy that you have alchemized back into this incredible solar power. So if they filled the kids or whoever they were sacrificing or zeroing out soul power, you can come back with that darkness and turn it back into this freaking beautiful solar power and revitalize everybody and everything. And that's not what these people were doing with the energy. They were consuming it, but they weren't healing anybody with it. They were consuming all of it out of the... This is crazy. So you got the 9 of Cups here. Wishes granted. Somebody might be trying to do a love spell. So you got a 9 of Cups. pleasure, happiness, success. Your wishes are granted. We've got a love spell. Somebody is hoping that they can get a re-engagement with you. They're acting with haste. They're not sure. They're very arrogant. They want to dominate you. They're acting with haste. They want a re-engagement. This is somebody from the past. They thought they had you down, and you freaking, rather than stay down in the deep pit of hell they put you in, you just started evolving, and you made the death energy your food. You alchemized it, and you came back up out of that fucking hole. Oh, Nasty Jack and his little copycat is having a fit. A fit. She says, I'm the kitty. Oh, fuck. Excuse my language. Your wishes are granted. It's like anybody doing a love spell on you, trying to re-engage and with the intention to dominate, are going to pass away. Anybody doing love spells, trying to re-engage with your 10 of Pentacles and your 9 of Cups is going to pass away. We got history, 6 of Cups. They should stop doing magic on you, Divine Feminine, Star, Energy, whatever you want to look at it as. They fell into a trap. As soon as you make death energy your power source, they got effed. They're bad, man. You can, it doesn't matter where you are on the scale of things, your light is not going out. They want your vessel. They want your container. They want that light. These principalities. Oh, but you woke up the celestial realms. Everybody's aware. Look, praying. So in the history, you may have prayed. Like you might have undergone a lot of serious challenges. You had to graduate some of the most severe, what these ones determined to be impossible challenges, and you did so, and therefore the curses, the generational curses over all these original people that these ones were trying to put into the fire, it's been broken. So now everybody's free and everybody's coming for their stuff. This is the end of prophecy. Don't ask me where that came from. Love child, travel, wholeness, the world, the beloved child of a celestial father is what I'm seeing. We got ghosted. This is the end. This is the end of the love child being ghosted. Ha, 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 ha. Whoo! Thank you, Divine Feminines. Whoever you were, and Divine Masculines, whoever you were that first opened the door, whoever you were that got to the finish line and freaking broke the tape, and everybody else, then everybody else comes out. This is the end. There will be no more ghosting of children. We got the Hermit here. Some kind of research. Somebody wants to hide. Ooh, research. Your research. It could be that you're the Hermit. You came down here and you traveled the valley of the shadow of death and you suffered like everybody else and you ate it up, man. And now you're getting your wish. Now you're getting your wish. The Hermit is making a wish. Page of Cups. Innocent love. Young love. Sweet love. Woohoo! Page of Cups. Goodbye. You're getting a wish. Innocent love. innocent love. Those who are innocent in the realm of love, those who did not use love in order to attract a very powerful person only to betray and then harvest them. Yeah, those who didn't do that, they get to go ahead and move forward. And we got the master. Thousands of years it took to be precise with your evolution. Thousands of years it took for you to overcome darkness and turn it into your fuel, to be the temperance angel. They can't keep you down. They can't keep you down. Twin flames. You mastered yourselves. And now the twin flames are turning their back on this scenario. Yep. So we've got the masters, the twin flame masters turning their back on crap. There will be no more harvesting. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Ooh. So somebody may be watching you from a secret account. You could be married in the spirit to this person. And those people who left you hanging are ashamed and they are running. They're in the upper space there, and they found whoever it was that has been copycatting the cats, the literal cats, these copycats, identity thieves and such, they're running. Those who had sacrificed you, wore your identity, they're running. They're not happy. They're not happy because the King of Pentacles can't sleep. They're in a nightmare. They're like, oh shit, what is this? Oh my God. The freaking star learned how to alchemize death. These people thought that if they buried you deep enough in the pit of hell, in the death energy, and they were all transferring their sickness, their sexual deviancy, their diseases, their cancer, every fucking thing. They were transferring it onto you when you were in the darkness, and you had to evolve through it. They can no longer transfer that stuff and stick it to you because you'll eat it up and turn it into light. And it'll go back on them. This psycho is fucked up over you. I mean, yeah, they're messed up over you. Look at this. They're losing sleep. They're mirroring. This person who is mirroring an identity or whatever, a sacrifice. I don't know who they're linked to. This could have been somebody that was linked to you. They're no longer linked to you. This King of Pentacles can't sleep. They're in a nightmare. Whoever this floozy is that thought she was going to go ahead and take your identity, she's not happy. You're praying. You're source connected. You have been since you were a child. God's been watching this whole thing. And I heard somebody say, well, I hope you had fun with her. She's psychic. Isn't that fun? The whole thing. God's been a nanosecond ahead watching it, probably waiting for you to learn how to alchemize darkness so that you can become a teacher or whatever in this new chapter. So that you could help the children and the youth. Alchemize their own darkness, to use it as fuel rather than fire to destroy communities and each other, right? That's ultimately the goal. And there's been a lot of people in the world that have been working very diligently on that. So, congratulations. So, Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. An inheritance. You're leaving a legacy behind. You've illuminated the truth. You've illuminated how to get the light on when they snuff it out. And you become their trap. You've illuminated the truth. You've got sixth sense. Subconscious communication. Silent. Something these people can't listen to or tap into. Mimic. The star is here. Rejuvenating, healing. She's become a trap. He's become a trap. Solve the puzzle of the sacrificial trap. The star illuminated the sacrificial trap. And how these copycats were getting in and doing whatever it is they were doing. You solved the puzzle. Look at you. King of Pentacles, man, he's not happy. They thought for sure they were going to get your 10 of Pentacles and your 9 of Cups. Look at them. Does this look like somebody who's earned a 10 of Pentacles and a 9 of Cups? Does this look like somebody who wears this energy? No. They're in a nightmare. They can't sleep. They're in a freaking nightmare. They thought it was funny. And be mine. Whew. They're not happy because you're reconciling. So you're going back home. These people that have been up in that realm, turning it into a slaughterhouse and a brothel and just harvesting people's love and soul and causing heartache and chaos every freaking where they went. They don't belong in an upper dimensional soprano environment with that behavior. Feeding. They're not happy that you're reconciled. Oh, she's like, she wants you in a freaking nightmare. Your wishes are granted. 9 of Cups. Your wishes are granted. Abundance. You're getting abundance, happiness. You successfully revealed the lies of a snake using love spells to gain wealth. Somebody's doing a love spell on you. They see that your wishes are being granted. You got a life of pleasure coming for you. There's a love spell. It's poison. This is a snake. They want to re-engage. This is a Knight of Wands in the reverse. They're very frustrated and arrogant. They want to dominate you bad, but there's a funeral here. They might want to put you in a funeral. It seems to me if they're doing love spells on you, they may wind up in a casket. But it seems to me they want to dominate you and stick you in a freaking casket. You got somebody's doing a love spell. It's poison. It's a lie. They want to re-engage and dominate you and put you in a funeral. They may get that. This is somebody you know from the past. Somebody else says something, we have permission to end this by December 21st. It's in his hands. Well, you know what they do is they harvest powerful energy, and then they fight their fight, and then at the end of all, they kind of get rid of who they've been using. At least that's my understanding. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. I know since I got the date, December 21st, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting until next year, and I'm going to watch. Forgotten person. A forgotten person from the past. Bringing an end. You got an end. This is the end of the children getting ghosted. This is the end of the children being sacrificed. Thank you, Star. Thank you, Divine Daughter. Thank you for Divine Feminine Energy coming forward with the freaking puzzle, the solving the puzzle of what's going on. How are these cats getting copied? Well, because they were being sacrificed as children and replaced. That's why. All of us peasants over here, darling. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, yeah. All of us peasants over here, darling. They're going to be an eternal regret. Whoever's been unaliving children and wearing their identity, going up into these celestial soprano realms and fucking everybody up there, like their little Jezebel self, yeah, they're going to be an eternal regret. We've got the Hermit here. Research. You've made your research. All of the research has been done. We've got research, which, by the way, isn't just frivolous. Oh, this is what I see. No. Celestial research is done, verified, and then a little time goes by. And then there's same research happens again, and it's verified. And it goes over and over and over and over. It takes years, man, to come to a proper conclusion. And these people are out there like, hey, yeah, they say whatever. If they say this about you, then that makes it true, and they can do whatever they want. And that's the system that they had with their domination, their little sex, their little contracts of marriage, their little soul swapping crap. Damn it, I'm getting fired up again. The Hermit is here doing research. You're getting your wish. You're making a wish. You've got inner guidance. Ah, encounter. What the hell? Reconcile. I just said no, man. So, Page of Cups. We've got, yeah, so some innocent love offer. And we got goodbye. Somebody wants to make a love offer. We got goodbye. What's going on with the goodbye? Love at first sight. Some kind of love spell. I don't know, man. What's going on? Childhood, forgotten person. This could very well, what the hell? We got hidden truth. Goodbye. You're leaving. You've discovered the hidden truth. You've mastered yourself. The twin flames have mastered themselves. You're turning your back. Somebody's watching you from a secret account. Somebody that you're spiritually wed to. Somebody that you're about ready to reconcile with, perhaps. Shadow and light both fuel you. You have mastered both. You have come as far as you can in this realm, in this particular situation. It's time for you to move on. You've already got a mate, a twin flame, watching you now. Hello. We've got to look for. Investigating the sacred space. You may have paired up or split up to do some research, and now you're coming back together. These people who tried to keep you apart so that they could maintain control over this upper celestial realm are losing their position because they gained it by gambling with the lives of children and criminal sexual union and contractual partnerships. You and your person are devoted and very faithful with each other. There is some kind of divine timing for you coming together. Your ship is about to come in. You're there on the dock. You're there on the dock. Oh, somebody is addicted to the rose. They're addicted to the energy that they've been siphoning off the rose. The divine has stated that they were not able to adjust themselves. They were kept putting their addictive qualities, their anger issues, their violent tendencies. They were projecting all of that onto their sacrificed roses and forcing them to live a life of chaos while they went up there and pretended that they were a princess with the finest of everything. There's photographic evidence of somebody who has been mimicking the true apple. You're getting a new beginning because you have found the core of the problem of these people tormenting people, keeping them in bondage, single, without a partner, a mate, a power connection, a twin. You were able to evolve through the darkness, turn it into your sustenance, and now the uninvited guest is being let go. They have to leave the planet because this is a ridiculous clown that's been a third-party enemy, identity thief, celestial thief. Bad, bad, bad group of folks here. They don't get to go on any planetary system within the cosmos. They're not welcome anywhere. They cannot land their shit anywhere. Divine intervention, serendipity. You're very firm. You're very wide awake. This is it, man. You're not stepping down at all. You're like right there with the celestial realm as the daughter, as the apple of God's eye that you were always meant to be. You're standing here shining brightly. You are the catalyst. And these uninvited guests that have been sacrificing children and then masquerading as somebody that they are not, the sun is going down on them. The sun will never show for them again. They have had their day in the sun and it's over because you are ascending. You've been promoted. You get to go back home because you were innocent of anything that they said that you did. And, you know, they were just, yeah, the bedrooms are going silent. No more opportunity to sexually harvest people. People are drinking. That's it. Because they've been using that harvested energy to fuel their war against God. And they trapped us because they did that PDF file. Oh, it's okay. It's a preference. It's not. It's all right. No, it's not, man. They were doing that. And they were using that innocent purity to go to war with the celestial realms. And the celestial realms are like, oh, you nasty jacks are going to stay right on out of there now. No more harvesting the daughters or the sons, corpuscles. No more tapping into them and using them as a bridge and a connector to the upper dimensional celestial realms and those families and that wealth, those identities. No more. Oh, they want to get rid of divine feminine so bad. They're mad. They're so mad. They're so mad. They're projecting in their own stuff, you know, about never being good enough to qualify for a mate and all this other kind of stuff. Now, I heard a commander, general, masculine state some time ago that he wanted to be done with this by September. It could have been God himself. I don't know. But I heard the other day that he wanted to bring this to an end, or it's time to finish this up, I think is what he said. He said, it's time to, let's finish this up. But a woman posted a comment that was a little too personal. It rubbed me wrong. I got triggered, man. I blocked her. But still, it was like, whoa, she mentioned a date, December 21st. And I don't know what that means. Perhaps that means something to some of you. All right, so one more round. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. You're leaving a legacy of safety for the children. You have illuminated the truth of this identity theft and replacement. They've been ghosting the children and then placing themselves in these upper celestial realms. Devils wearing an angel's face. It wasn't love. The fantasy has crashed. The truth has exposed. Why are the true divine females down here getting treated like shit? getting molested as children, and the masculines, the boys. Why are they getting stuck down here? Well, because, they're getting ghosted as children, and they're getting identity thieved in the upper celestial realms. That's why. Oh, somebody's going to have an eternity of regret for that. Yes, they are, honey. Yes, they are. So it wasn't love, and the truth has been exposed. Why divine feminines have been so like what they are up there. When you get to the soprano dimensional spaces and you start acting like a hoe, come on, man. There's something sincerely wrong with that scenario. And it's been like that for a while, from what I hear, from what I understand. They had the stars trapped here, and they were pulling 50% of our essence out of us, feeding on it, enjoying feeding here, and then enjoying the identity up there, harvesting more children from up there to drop them here, to feed on them. So the star has become the trap. You were able to evolve in this pit of hell, and you were able to become a dark star. Bright star, dark star, morning star, evening star. You are both stars. You gobble up the sun and you gobble up that death energy. You are it. The catalyst. You revealed the truth. You solved the puzzle of this street circulation. Why are there roses? Why are these celestial divine daughters acting like hoes, man? Well, let's see. Somebody came to do some research, and it wasn't just one, it was both. These twin flames. And I speak singular, couple, pair, but there's more. So this has been a long time coming. Everybody thinks in this upper space, oh, we're in danger. Well, yes, you are, because they're not the right identity. They're not the true person. They did magic for a long time trying to keep everybody separated. Oh, they're stalking you. Secret. So these people, the star, they're in a trap now. The star became a trap. They solved the puzzle of these nasty ass women stalking people on the social media and then mimicking them and sacrificing them. These obsessed lurkers, these no identity clowns are not happy. It's interesting how somebody, there's a lot of folks out there that try to protect the feelings of others, but I was mentally RAPED for 22 years and they tried to steal my soul. So fuck y'all. How about that? Huh? I don't really give a shit about their feelings. I don't care to hear about their whining either, to be quite honest with you. Planet Brad, please, I'm just not going to be able to let you talk about this. Not here. That doesn't mean I'm insensitive. It just means that's not the energy I wish to have in my chat. So the King of Pentacles is worried because you illuminated everything. You made the darkness your snack. And they're like, oh shit, the darkness was supposed to snack on you. So you're getting reconciled because there is an understanding of this nasty ass impersonator coming up and posing as your twin and then deflowering you and then treating you like a hoe. You can't go molest a little tiny fucking trusting, loving soul and then say that she's a hoe, you ass. You're getting reconciled because you just can't do that. You can't do that to somebody's kingdom spouse and then say, oh, she's a prostitute. You can't ever have her back. Why? Because you fucked her as an infant 17 times from ass to mouth, you asshole. Yeah, I said it. You fucking shadow dwellers. Your wishes are granted because of these stupid love spells of a snake, man. The lies. You gave everything. They were doing love spells to capture you in this stupid little piece of shit thing. To step in as your lover, honey. I'm the one you've been waiting for. Oh, sure. And then you gave them everything. They sucked it right the fuck out of you and fueled their existence on your suffering, divine feminine. And every cycle, you got younger and younger and younger. And it did not matter to them. They just wanted to get that damn wealth out of your rainbow covenant. They drained you. They came in, popped your cherry, stole your flower, and drained everything out of your covenant. And then replaced you with this nasty ass little twat. Excuse me. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't this. I don't give a shit about your feelings. And I don't give a shit about anybody being offended by me speaking that way. It's been thousands of years that we have been held apart from our counterpart while you've been up there fucking polluting his energy, you twat. Fucker. I don't give a shit how you feel. It wasn't love. It was bondage. These people were coming in, getting their little virgin, acting like they fucking really loved her, popped that cherry, drained the rainbow covenant, shattered her heart, and then waltzed right into the celestial realm with some trollop, wearing your face, your identity, and then screwing everybody in that place. Over. Getting a funeral. It's coming to an end. This power play. You're doing a power play. There's a power play here. You're making a power play. So we got this jackwagon. You gave everything to them, the snake. They didn't give anything back. They've been cut off. They need re-engagement. They're frustrated. They need to dominate you. This is a funeral for this stupid possession. They could be receiving a funeral for binding you, for trying to bind you. They need to get back in your energy. They're frustrated. There's delays. They can't get in your energy. This is a zero tolerance. They're not supposed to touch your energy. They have been so foul within the cosmic realm of the universe. They can't touch anything. So we got reunions coming up. It could be a reunion that you have prayed for with a forgotten person. Maybe you knew, maybe centuries ago, you came down here to investigate, to research, to learn as much as you could about why are we getting floozies? Why are these high freaking value women spreading their legs for every fucking Harry, Tom, Dick, and Harry? Well, I don't know. Why are all the masculines just boinking anybody? Why are they raping children? And where are the children going? You had to come down here and investigate. They did not think that you two were ever going to come back together. They thought that their whoring and their magic tricks, their energy defilement scenario and all that, their bombing and destroying the flesh, housing your personality. They really thought they had it figured out. And they did for a very long time until you alchemized death. Thank you for the sparkles. Until you alchemized death. Dude, Jack Star, dude, I didn't invite you here. You stay out of my fucking algorithm. How about that? Dude. Fucking men coming on here wanting to wage war with me. What's our problem, man? Isn't that wild? Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at stuff real quick. Alrighty then, so this is a funeral for this entanglement, this freaking possession. They can't come in, deflower little girls with the words of love and then spit in their face and tell them they're a little whore and then deceitfully file paperwork in the celestial kingdom saying that they're fucked up little gatekeepers. They didn't think Mama and this fella here deserved to be back, but they are. And I'm talking the true twin flames, the true pairs that have been kept apart for so long. And whatever happens after this, it just will be. We're going to let the car... Wait, what did he say? He said, we're going to let the chips fall where they may. So you got the history. You've been praying for something. Maybe you've been praying for a healing. Maybe you've been praying a forgotten person. This is a no contact zone. There's a forgotten person. What is this one? Your gut knows. There's a forgotten person trying to come up in your energy. So if they try to come up and play like they're your person again, your gut is going to know. Your gut is going to know. Nothing adds up. And you're going to be like, no contact zone, MFer. Yeah, because that's the end of this crap of these asshats sacrificing or ghosting the celestial children of these upper celestial parents. These people will be in eternal regret for what they have done to these cosmic worlds and families. Freaking universal pirates. Sometimes when I see this stuff, I'm like, God, was I that abrasive when I was young and immature? I don't know, man. Or is it just really degraded to such an extent over the last 40 years? I don't know, man. So there's an unspoken apology. They will be an eternal regret for keeping you in your head. Maybe they are in their head. They're having eternal regret for ghosting a child of the divine and then replacing them with a lookalike, a copycat, replacing the children of the tribe of Lyra with copies, trying to overtake and overcome that celestial realm while they're going to be receiving what they deserve. They're in their head. We got the Hermit here doing research, making a wish. Yes, making a wish. These divine masculines came and they freaking heard your prayer. They heard you. They recognized you. Congratulations, you survived. You're identifiable and you're a star. And look, the research. They're not messing around. This is not a game. They want their real person. They are tired of these freaking siphoners and, hoe bags freaking claiming to be sopranos, celestial, upper freaking divine people worthy of this knowledge. These lowlifes don't have the aptitude or the balance, the stability, the temperance, the ability to be a great light or be a great shadow in order to have these upper dimensional celestial wisdoms. They tapped into it in a long time ago, and then they shared it with all the low vibrational nasty asses that they were trying to conquer the freaking sun with, and they thought that they had succeeded. They've been down here gloating, but I'm the conqueror of the sun. Oh yes, I love gold. Have a fucking gold bar stuffed up your ass, asshole. So lingering energy, because you and your person from long ago, there's lingering energy. It was never over. Like you've always been connected. A soul tie. It's been a long-standing soul tie. And these other people have been interfering, and you're back together. So we've got Page of Cups. Young love. It could be a young love situation. You're saying goodbye. You found the tip of the iceberg, the hidden truth, the secrets. Maybe you are the hidden treasure. And they lost you. You found the hidden truth. This is the final straw. This is the final freaking straw. Whoever your person is, the emperor, because you're an empress, we saw. So in your emperor, he's not letting you go. He's not playing around. This is not a game. This is not a game. He's like, I want my power. So I want my power match. I don't want this floozy going around freaking psych. You can't be great if your partner is sucking the life out of you rather than adding to you. You know what I'm saying? Who else are they feeding, for Pete's sake? Well, you know, whatever. So you got this page, you got young love, sweet love, and you're saying goodbye, because you found the hidden truth, you found the treasure. He did research forever and they lost you. You're making a freaking power move. This is the final straw. The final straw. You are the master. You are the masters. Twin flames turning their back. They mastered themselves in the light. They mastered themselves in the shadow. They're out of here. They have a guarantee. These people cannot hold you back. Your person is watching you from secret accounts. You gobble at the shadow. You gobble at the light. Now, this is like that death energy. Now, I used to get this attack all the time. They put in such a dense black energy into this solar plexus. It's like they cover the sun with this tar-like substance. It was like they would fill me with this tar, and it was so gross, man. And I've been dealing with that since my early 20s. They tried to hit me with it a while back, but it was very weak comparatively to... Anyway, your person is watching you. You could be celestial married. So yeah, you got this contract. It was they might be watching you from secret accounts. You're a fiercely independent, powerful, sacred light and sacred shadow. They lost you. You are the hidden treasure. All of that treasure is being transferred somewhere else. I don't know. CERN closed down today, so I don't know if they use CERN to transfer treasure, and if treasure is a material thing, or if it is an actual energetic signature, soul, spirit, or, you know, I heard somebody say that, quote unquote, he knows there has to be a sexual whatever in order to do a proper transfer. And I'm like, ever since I heard somebody say that, I was like, what the F? Now I really don't want to get with that. But you know, I don't know what's going on. We got some monster that wants to come in and with a fake apology, but we got block and bless because they ignored you, because they left you on red. They treated you like shit, and now they want to come up. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try again. Well, I don't think so. They showed their true colors. They showed their true colors. Look. Oh, shit. So I'm going to go ahead and see this a little bit differently then. So you've mastered yourself. We've got the twin flames. You're turning your back. You could be married. You're a fierce, independent, powerful light, powerful shadow, married, celestial married, and somebody's spying on you from secret accounts. This is that jackass, this forgotten person who bound you in the past. They're spying on you from secret accounts, and they're like, oh no, third-party betrayal. So they're spying on you from secret accounts. They can see that you are in a union here, that it never was over. You two have been getting jacked around like, man, fucking kitchen witches, man, jacking you around. Oh, and you deserve better. You deserve better. So yes, they are spying on you from secret accounts. And you deserve better. You got your goal. Look at this. This is you. You're like so freaking bright. And all of these people, they were sucking like half of your light, 50%. And it's like, no wonder nobody could see you. They were using 50% of your light, the population's light, to fuel their magic, their hypnosis, their cage, their unseen freaking trap, whatever that is, right? They were taking it from the people. You deserve better. Yep, you've mastered yourself. The twin flames are turning their back. They've come together as a powerful light, a powerful shadow. They are married. Those who betrayed you and rejected you are spying on you from secret accounts, and you deserve better. You realize your worth, and you have been empowered. Look at them, man. They're talking to the void. They're trying to push their mental body in on you. They're trying to push their mental body in on you, and you're like, da, 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 da. And she's like, you bitch, listen to me. You take my funky attitude and you just be mad. You be mad. You hear me? You be mad. No, I don't want to be mad. No, I don't want to be mad, because the real eyes see the real lies. The illusion has cracked. Choosing ourselves, because Mr. Third-party enemy and his chosen one rejected us. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. They're always come back to get a new beginning from you. They always come back. As soon as you come into your reward, they want to come in and they want to take your stuff. But you and your actual twin are leaving. Because, yeah. You're still hurting from this love bombing, sexual bullshit artistry of fucking nasty Jack. Playing with your emotions, leaving you confused as hell, replacing you with some mask wearer, man. And the truth hurts. They were using you only when it was convenient, leaving you in your head while flaunting it in your face, man. And then blaming you for everything that they did. Sending up false reports. They lied about everybody. They lied about everybody so that they could take up their chosen one. They put all that filth on us so that they could take up somebody else that did not deserve it. They siphoned our beautiful energy, broke our heart, shattered it, and then dressed up their chosen one in it. And when they got disconnected from your energy, it's very, very clear that they aren't who they said they were. Look, so the sleeping spell was fleeting. They can't keep you asleep. They tried to shut you down in every way. It was asleep. These religious people, they did their hex, their curse, whatever the heck, to try to keep you asleep. But you woke up and now you're listening. You're listening. You rewrote your mind and you had a rebirth with the sun. There's they found you. They found you. You rewrote your mind, and your mind is innocent. Like you're innocent. You have an innocent mind. You don't want to go hurt anybody. You're not out for vengeance. You don't want to hold on to grudges. You probably just want to freaking forget about it and go have a nice cup of tea or fucking pet your dog or something. Read a book. These people love drama, man. Look, appreciation. It wasn't love. So you're intuitively connected. You have a sixth sense. It wasn't love. The fantasy has crashed. They were using you. You're done hoping. You're taking your stuff and you're going to serve those who have an appreciation for it. If they've been out here trying to unalive you and hate you and do all this, God, you don't. Man, you deserve better than having to alchemize death energy and hate energy and this jealousy energy and this. It's tiring, man. It's tiring. So the star has revealed the trap, solved the puzzle regarding the trap of the roses of these women being sacrificed, these divine women. You got these jealous assholes stalking socials. Yes, I showed you my face, darling. Aren't I pretty? So yes, and they're like, don't show your face. And I'm like, no, I work for God. I'm showing my face because these ones need to present themselves. God knows who I am. And when somebody else pops up saying, oh, I'm so-and-so. Not this time. Not this time. Not at this point. Because look, the caretaker of the celestial realm, the light keeper, was very, very patient. You see how big that ball is? And you see how little these balls are down there? It took time to bring everything into alignment and then to be able to transmute that death energy, right? So, you know how to transmute death energy, and you know how to be empowered by the sun. You are both sacred light, sacred shadow. You're a temperance angel. You can bring temperance and balance to impossibility. You are necessary here in this garden, and you've got all these the snakes that have been slithering around on our heads. They got this. This is how they do it. That's how they do it. They obsess over who is truly a rose, an angel. And then they go claim the identity and the wealth that goes with it. Because of the patient alignment of the caretaker, we've got reconciliation. We've got an end to this stupid scenario of the children getting sacrificed and replaced. This King of Pentacles, who's been enjoying wealth for some time, is having a nightmare. And his little floozy isn't happy. You're reconciled because there's an understanding of what these people have been doing. They have been molesting, RAPing little girls and then convicting them of being prostitutes while they live a life of luxury in the celestial realm. Breaking hearts, shattering covenants, calling themselves men of fucking honor. How about that, asshole? Fucking murderous prick. Fuck. So we got reconciliation in the secret garden. We know what these uninvited snakes have been doing. They've been siphoning the wealth out of the covenant of beautiful stars and then presenting themselves as that. So we have reconciliation in the secret garden. There is an understanding of what they have been doing in order to keep you apart. What's been moving through your mind? It's not what's been moving through your mind. They have raped the minds of the people. They have done magic on the minds of the people for centuries. And then they have claimed that the people are that. They've got this Wi-Fi bullshit artistry of, I hate myself, I'm angry, oh, I hate you, or this familial discord. And it's just a mind fuck. And they've had everybody under its command. You revealed the truth of it by surviving it. By surviving the impossibility, you were able to trigger a release of the curse. And it was a female and a male together in union that made it happen. So wishes are granted. The love, we have love spells, spell love. I mean, these people were gathering abundance by committing love spells against others, big lies. They were coming in and taking everything from divine feminine and then wandering around saying that she had no value. These rapists flooding the world with it, flaunting themselves as worthy in a celestial space. It's not hidden anymore. You're not afraid anymore. They took everything from you. They know they didn't deserve it. They came and deflowered you, stole your freaking identity by shattering your covenant with God, with the freaking celestial realms. You came back online because you were able to alchemize death and got your light back on, and God saw you and said, whoa, what the hell's going on here? And yeah, you got some jackass that wants to re-engage with you. They want to dominate you. They've been dominating you. The hope and fear, maybe that's a fear of yours. This is in the funeral. This whoever was binding you, possessing you, it's over. They're either going to fall into a casket or it's just over. It's just dead. Some jackass from the past, some freaking religious jackass from the past bound you. Got a marriage contract using a love spell, and it may not even have been, you may not even have known this person. They may have got you in the astral space. They may have had some fake contract to bind you. Because the research shows they had priests and judges and everybody just waiting by the gate to take what didn't belong to them, what was not earned. So the history, you were praying in the history, God can see. One of the things, before all this came to a head a couple years ago, I heard God say, they do love me. Speaking of humanity. These assholes had cursed our crowns and they had stolen our spiritual identities, and they were up there slandering God, fucking everything, doing blood magic, everything else. God has forgiven us for what was moving through our mind because it wasn't us. All humans have been found worthy of this ascension because these assholes were running their AI, freaking Wi-Fi, stream, Hulu, freaking voodoo shows through our mind, their radio shows. And what was moving through your mind did not belong to you. This depression, this anger, that's not the character of humans. That's the character of these principalities that have been mimicking humans, transferring their shit through sex magic. They go up, pretend they love you when you're just a little baby girl, and then they take everything and live as you up there. Yes, nothing adds up. This is a no contact zone. Forgotten person, back the fuck off, honey, because you know what? We're not alone anymore. They are seen very clearly. So if a forgotten person comes in and tries to engage with you, oopsie, in the near future. So you're praying. We got nostalgia in the history. You may have been praying to meet your person. You want to get back together with your person, the person that you have been kept apart from for centuries, for lifetimes, because of this messed up community. You got this forgotten person is going to try to come in and engage with you. They want to re-engage. They want to dominate you. The person may wind up in a coffin, because this person was a religious person from the past that had bound you. We got coffin here. So they may wind up in a coffin. If somebody from the past, God said, they do love me, meaning humanity. Yes, we do. And so this forgotten person is going to try to come in, and they're going to try to get back up in your space. But you're connected to source, and this is a no contact zone. There is zero tolerance for these nasty ass harvesters, vampires, to try to come in and get into your golden energy now. It's an absolute no contact zone. God is listening, watching. There's an enforced distance. Anybody out there that's targeting one of these divine energetic sources with the powerful sun in them, those who can take death energy and gobble it up and turn it into freaking life, yeah, you're necessary. And you've got these freaking vampires out here that are so unhappy. They want the wealth, but they can't heal shit. They can't alchemize anything. All they can do is feed and brutalize. Demand that everybody else, I don't think you should do it like that. Oh, really? These are actors and actresses. You shouldn't say this. You shouldn't say that. You're going to offend somebody. You got to maintain a specific persona of adulthood. Responsibility. So these people maintain responsibility by projecting their filth and their darkness onto other innocent people and force them to alchemize their filth and their death energy, their hate energy, their anger energy, and then they push it through their mind, and then they say they were that. No. The research shows otherwise. The research shows otherwise. So we're bringing an end. This is the end of the celestial children of the celestial father being ghosted down here in the valley of the shadow of death. Somebody is going to be in eternal regret for fucking around with your head. There is forgiveness for what's been moving through your mind because it wasn't your thoughts. It was a setup, man, from these assholes trying to get humanity to be seen as unstable, unfit of advancement. It was a program by freaking Microsoft and their stupid towers. And isn't it interesting that the transmitters are called towers and they use them to send signal into our brain? And what are we? We're humanity. They're bringing towers to humanity with their Wi-Fi transmitter fucking nasty ass shows of hate moving through our own consciousness. And then the energy, they harden the waters of the energy, which affects our emotions. And then they try to accuse us of being that. It's like, no, it's not. They will be in eternal regret for fucking with your head, for deflowering you, taking everything from you, your identity, going up there, screwing around with everybody, messing with your head, getting you to be seen as though you were this or that when it wasn't you at all. They were filling your head with their filth, their tower. They had you in a non-stop mental tower. They ghosted the beloved child of this celestial space, and then they had their minds in nothing but a nonstop tower of self-loathing, self-rejection, overeating, sin, whatever the hell. They were projecting it all into us to try to cast the illusion that we were that. Well, it backfired on them. They're not going to trap the healer, and they will not receive a healing. The Hermit is here. You've done your research. You're getting your wish. There will be an encounter. You're going to meet your person by chance. Love at first sight. It was never really over. This is lingering energy. So you're already energetically connected. There is a soul tie that has no closure. Whatever this person is to you, there's no closure. It's forever. And all these other people have been coming between you, keeping you separated. And it's like, they did not want you coming back together. You have a soul tie that never ended. And these other people have been doing nasty stuff, trying to get it canceled for eternity or whatever. Maybe there is a soul tie and it doesn't have any closure. Forgiveness. Childlike. Because you're innocent. Forgiveness. Because you're innocent. What was moving through your mind, what they were doing to your body, what they were moving through your emotional body, your mental body, your waters of your body, the lifestyle that you were being driven into. You know, if you happen to drink and you became a mad freaking drunk or whatever the hell, man, it's all principality driven. There's forgiveness and look, you're in there. And you got the Page of Cups, okay? So you're inspired, you're open, and you're sensitive, and you're not lying about anything. You're like, bleh, here's the good, here's the bad, here's the ugly and the beautiful. North, south, east, west, upper, under, and center. So this is all there is, you know? What can I give you that I don't have? I don't have everything. And yet, isn't that strange? When you become nothing, you are also becoming limitless potential. It's the weirdest thing. They lost you. This is the final straw. You're done getting the soul sucked out of you. They nearly destroyed humanity. They nearly destroyed your celestial kingdom, the tribe of Lyra, and all of the other celestial threads. These people are losing it. They're being laid to rest. This is being laid to rest. It's over. I'm going to have to get some new cards, and I do have them on order. They should be arriving fairly soon, so maybe we can get some new details for the new chapter. But right now, the twin flames have mastered themselves. They not only are fueled by the sun, which is a powerful life giver, but they are also powerful alchemists of death. They can turn it into power, which means death cannot hold them. And if death cannot hold you, then you have to ascend. These people are so pissed off that death could not hold you. You alchemized it and turned it into life. They can't trap you in it. So you're turning your back. You're fiercely light, fiercely shadow, sacred. You're married in a sacred connection. Those people who rejected you and betrayed you are spying on you from other accounts. Hello. But you deserve better. You know your self-worth, and you're not giving it away. No. Isolation. You deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve better than to be isolated while everybody spits on you and pisses on your head. You're a nice person. You're bright. You're golden. You're light. It's not your fault that these people are so freaking low vibrational that they can't match you. They can't match you. They have to shatter your heart with a lie and then suck the freaking tears out of you. Assholes. So this community attacked your circle of gatekeepers. Fuck. You're making your move. You are protected. You are the temperance angel. Well, oh, and you're protected. You're protected from the history of those who are contracted with the shadow. You're strong in the face of death, high priestess. You were able to overcome death. You overcame death, high priestess, with your balance. You were able to bring balance from the past lives that they sacrificed you in. You've got a rebirth and a rebirth of your mind. And it looks like the lion made an offering of this connection, this mental connection. So we got lion and jaguar connected in the consciousness now. Two new tribes gathered, where these old ones are going into the funeral. These old ones that have been abusing you so badly, there's a funeral here. They're going into a casket. Damn. Feels like I want to sneeze. That was something else. So, you were able to take care of your mind while these devils wearing your robe were fucking with your mind. You were able to actually take care of your mind. You gained knowledge of the teachers, or maybe you are a teacher and you got boundaries. You gained knowledge of these teachers who were teaching people how to do this baneful shit. They're uneasy now. Oh no, they're uneasy because people are, your joy, your love, you're grounded, you're bringing energy that restores balance. And these low vibrational feeders are upset. They put you to sleep and they left you stranded there. You know, but it was fleeting. And now you're speaking up. You're speaking up. It's magic. Abundant opinions of the magic that you bring simply by existing. Your powerful love, your powerful light. You turn everything vibrant. And they have an opinion about that. But you're inspiring people. You bring inspiration. When things fall apart, you pull it back together. You make it happen. You deserve better than being stranded, than having to do it all on your own. These people gave you nothing but non-stop burden, betrayal, humiliation, disrespect. They call themselves men. And it pisses me off because I know there's divinity out there, but they don't have the mouth that these asshats have. So it seems like they're quiet. Know what I'm saying? All right then, so here we go. 10 of Pentacles. A legacy of safety for the children. They will be taken care of. You've discovered the truth and you've mastered yourself. It wasn't love. You are connected to source and there's an appreciation. You're sharing with those who have an appreciation for it. The ghost of you. It wasn't love, man. It wasn't love. They were being served by the ghost of you. They were pulling off of your ghost while wearing your identity. They called me auntie while they pulled off of my fucking bank account. I had to serve them while they shit on me and called me auntie when I was the one that was giving them the wealth that they needed to fucking fuel their life. You're gonna suffer for that, the bitch replacement said. Yeah. Fucking bitch. They used you. And it wasn't love. The truth is exposed. They've been ghosting the children and then pulling off of their bank accounts, keeping them real close to the family. Hey, auntie. And never teaching the kids how to be a light. They taught them how to consume light. They failed their family. And then they tried to blame these two people, the twin flames. You're the star. You've solved the puzzle regarding the soul trap of the roses. They're stalking you. The caretaker is patient. They're challenged by that. Eye of the void. You are not lost in the dark. You're being rewoven. And the caretaker, with patience, is being rewoven into the secret garden. It took a long time to be able to alchemize death and to take that chariot away from that devil. They're so upset. She's like, you bitch, this is my, no, bitch, that's my chariot. This is my energy. It's my energy. It's my identity, personality. This is the personality. This is the principality, personality. And whenever you get that kind of emotion moving through your mind, it's her projecting it into you. It does not belong to you. She's very unhappy. You don't fight with her. You've never fought with her. These people are so upset. They're like, vengeance, criminal, malice. It's like, no, man, we don't fight with people. We take the shit and then we alchemize it and we turn it into power. And we don't use that power to hurt anybody. We use that power to speak life into the world, to bring love into the world, to share it. So you don't fight what used to scare you, and that's growth. You no longer fight the shadow. You no longer fight the dark. You alchemize it and you turn it into power. This is something that this person can't do. All they can do is bitch, moan, cry. There's an unopened letter that's still shaping your story. Somebody hid evidence. Or somebody sent a letter and they hid it. An unopened letter. Quiet flame, soft but steady. Your inner fire is reshaping the world around you. The cosmos, the entire freaking universe is shifting because you were able to survive the impossible. While not falling into vengeance or malice or a need for, destroying anybody. So God comes in with his vengeance. Vengeance is mine. You know, how many people, everybody's out there fighting. Oh, I'm a better bitch than you. I got
my sorcery is top notch. I've never failed to trap anybody. Oh.
Well, God got a hold of a gal, a star, childlike mind, innocent, powerful, glowing. Never tried to destroy anybody, never tried to take anything from anybody, never tried to hinder anybody from being a success, always tried to love people, forgave them when they hurt, charitable. And even when you were bitching in your head, you didn't want to do it, you did it anyway. As long as it didn't, hurt your family or nothing. If somebody asked you for help and you didn't freaking want to do it, say like somebody asked you, they needed desperately $15, but all you had in your wallet was 20, you gave it to them. Even though later, when you needed it, they didn't give it back. Crazy. But what'd you do? You let it go. You let it go, and then you just never did it again, right? So we got an invitation and a door of no return. We got an invitation. So we've got re-engagement. Those who wanted to dominate you or who had been dominating you are getting a funeral. The past, who had you bound, they're going into the funeral. You're getting an invitation and a door of no return. Your story is being rewritten. Your story is being rewritten. You've got the invitation. They did not get the invitation. They got the funeral. Those people who, like this curator, well, if there's medicine in the body, then they have to go in the fire. And he's going to harvest the soul, right? Because that's what they've been doing for centuries. They thought that humanity was going to go in the fire and that they were going to get all of the celestial wealth of the identities that they had stolen and the characters that they had assassinated. But instead, it backfired on them, and they're going to wind up in that fire because humanity has been seen worthy of advancement. It was a setup, man, in the biggest way. Your light is on. They couldn't take your soul. You didn't give it up. You didn't sign any contracts, agreements. You said no thank you, and you took the punishment, and you survived it, and now you're back. You're back. It's a no contact zone. Nasty ass Jack better stay out of your energy because God's listening. God's listening. Infinity is in you, and you got these pieces of shit that have been traveling through the cosmos, landing on various planets, treating everybody like a fucking whore, because that's what they are. A parasitical, needless feeder, a destroyer of life. It's a principality, somebody who is not actually alive. It's a parasitical, dead thing looking for an experience. God, you know, I went to a bar, I guess you could say. Mystic Mama was playing music, and I really wanted to play music, or listen to music. So I went down there, 8 o'clock. I bought myself some steak bites and some tater tots and stuff, and I was listening to the music, and it was so strange. I had my supper, listened to music, and then I got up to use the bathroom, and I walked out. And as I walk out, there's a guy who follows me out, and he's like, looking. And I hear somebody say, is this what they were mad about? When you go into those places, you can see the principalities that are in the people. One gal came up, and she looked at my steak bites, and she's looking at me, and she says, that smells really good. And I said, they are. And she looked at me kind of confused a little bit. And she goes, well, those smell really good. They look real good. I bet they're good. And I said, yes, they are. And in my head, I heard, why don't you offer her one? And I didn't. And she looked at me confused, and she turned around and walked off. And it was so interesting because I hadn't stepped in a place like that for over 20 years. But to go there with this new awareness and to see that principality actually working it through the body of that drunk woman, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I went down there. Mystic Mom was playing. I'm like, let's just go see what happens. And that's what I did. The guy followed me out. And as I was pulling away, he was looking down, looking at me. I'm like, wow. You're like, is this what everybody's mad about? I don't know. I guess so. She couldn't make me give her my steak. So they're not getting a healing. They're not getting a healing. They're in eternal regret. They're in their head. They're not welcome on any planet within the cosmos. Clarity arrives when you stop forcing direction. We got lucid pathways. They didn't bring any healing to the lucid pathways. They're not going to receive any healing on the lucid pathways. They're in eternal regret for taking the energy of the healer and not using it to bring healing to the planet. They destroyed everything with their gluttonous, needless feeding. They're cowards of the shadow. They can't even look their sacrifice in the fucking eye. these murderers of celestial beings. Cowards. You've done your research, you're getting your wish. There is an encounter you're going to meet by chance. It's lingering energy. You'll know the energy. You're connected, you're married. There's forgiveness here. You're childlike, you're innocent. Between worlds, you are not lost, you're becoming something more. You could be between worlds right now. You're in the middle of a transition. Timelines are merging, splitting. There's all kinds of reconfiguration going on with the levels and layering and stuff. Page of Cups. This is a new love. You could be connected in the mind. It's an innocent young love. We're saying goodbye because you have found the secret. You found the treasure. You found the hidden truth. They lost you. This is a final straw. This whole scenario is being laid to rest. It's time for you to rest and recover. Hearts are aligned. When your truth and desires align, miracles unfold naturally. You got these nasty little witches out there that want to project in this hate. And it really worked for a little while. Look at this. They're so unhappy. And you got to pick up on it. Because, well, you're an empath, a psychic medium, whatever the heck you are. You're picking up on this stuff, right? And it's just nasty. It's so tiring. Alchemizing the shit that's flowing through these pretend people. Soul map. So you deserve better. Oh, honey, this is going to be good. This is going to be real good, okay? Because you and your twin has mastered yourself. It's been thousands of years. These people have been trying to keep this powerful woman and this powerful masculine apart. You've mastered yourself. You turn death energy into sustenance. And that's just the way that it goes. You are the twin flames. And you're turning your back on this shit. Shit, shit, shit. You've mastered the light. You've mastered the shadow. You're married in spirit. You are connected divine. Those people who betrayed you, who chose somebody else, are spying on you from secret accounts. They're really upset. And of course, they're very cruel. They have all kinds of slanderous, humiliating verbiage to throw your way. You know, your belly's too fat. Oh, you'd be perfect if it wasn't for that fat belly. Oh, fuck you. Nobody needs you, asshole. They needed us. And they decided to fucking leave us there while they pissed and shit all over our head and told us we were nothing. Well, because you survived, they now get nothing, because it is clear that it belongs to you. It's yours. You have a soul map that no one else can read. You've always known the way. These people tried to beat you, but they can't walk in your shoes. They don't have the soul map that only you and Creator can read. They've been out here running shit through your mental body while you've been becoming powerful light, powerful dark. You've been alchemizing death. You've been evolving through this trap. And now humanity gets to leave. These people are the new fodder for whatever they've been feeding everyone to. That's God said that. New clarity arises that these people that have been sacrificing the celestial beings in the astral, they were never going to show up for them in the 3D. It was just a straight up murder and a fucking theft of soul value and identity. Shadows. Your story is still being painted across the cosmos, and not all darkness is danger. Some of it is death. You have connection with sacred shadow. You are, with these people keeping you in the land of the dead for so long, you decided today, well, hey, I'm hungry. I think I'm going to eat some of that dark shit. And you did, and it became great. And it's like, oh yeah, that's really good stuff, man. And then you started shining. singing songs, doing stuff. Well, somebody saw you out there in the sacred shadow, and it didn't have to be violent to be over, but it is. The starved souls that have been consuming everybody else's soul is going backwards. They're going gone. They're getting out of here. Bye. They're fading away, and they will be drifting between realms because they're not welcome on any planetary system within the cosmos. They buried you alive and then used your golden thread thinking that there was going to be a vanishing point. They were going to be like poof into heaven and that you were going to remain here and get burned up. But that's not the way it went down. You alerted all of the cosmic threads. We've got the portal awakens and an open ending. All the cosmic threads, all the portals are opening. Everybody's going to wherever it is they need to go. Everybody's going home. The curses have been broken. Everybody gets to go home, man. We're no longer trapped here by these soul harvesters. Everybody gets to go home. Everybody gets to go home. And the nasties that have been feeding on everybody, they owe a big, big debt. And God's going to make them pay. They have to go learn about the error of their ways. You've got soft armor. The light keeper is the phoenix. You've got soft armor. You're very, very powerful. And they looked at you as a young female and they said, oh, you're just a dime a dozen weak. We can just throw you down and REP you anytime we want. And they did. And they filed all that false paperwork. But you know what, honey? You unlocked the door. You were the key. You found the key. You're skybound. These people aren't. They're going to be burned up in the fire that they thought they were going to burn you up in. And they're real, real mad. They're so very... Much less of them now. You know, and these people, they keep projecting in that it's going to be the same as ever, that, you know, you're going to come up here, you're going to do the healing work, and that after a couple of years, they're going to flip and copycat you because that was her thing. It's not a real contract. He just needed the energy. It's not a real contract. He just needed the energy. Well, honey, he's not like the others. He's not like the others, easily bought, easily sold, easily told that this is the apple you need, the fake one, because they want to harvest these control freaks, these principalities wandering around in animated corpses, pretending to be powerful conquerors of the sun. Yeah, they can't dispel the illusion. The magic that they did. They're stuck in their own mirror. They're stuck in the mirror they wanted for you. The star saw the puzzle regarding the trap for roses. There is people, these nasty asses stalking the socials, obsessed. Your patience, the caretaker's patience, is reweaving. We've got Eye of the Void, reweaving, creating your own reality of escape. So the caretaker is reweaving the reality. These people can't dispel what they've done. They're stuck in it. The truth has been exposed. They can't get out of it. They can't get out of it. It's seen very clearly what they did. These people can't balance their emotions. All they can do is magically project it. Somebody said the other day, I posted a little video that I was the captain of my ship, And she goes, Captain Schmampton, I've been at this my whole life. We'll see about that. So I blocked her, of course. And she went out there trying to do magic on me, to try to take my celestial Merkaba and get her little ticket up to the freaking soprano room. Well, honey, isn't that a bad thing? Now she can't balance her emotions because that is what she is. She can't project it onto anybody. They are responsible for what they put in to the mirror of others. They are responsible for everything that they put into others' mirrors. They're responsible for the blame and the shame of the filth that they have been covering innocent people in. They will pay the price for their own actions. They're getting disconnected from the universe. You have a heart like a lotus flower. You're very sweet. These people are getting disconnected from the universe. They can't balance their emotions. They're not getting what they had hoped for. They're disconnected from the universe. They're disconnected from all threads leading to all planetary systems holding life. They can't go there anymore, these pirates. They're looking to re-engage with you. This dominator is going, or because of your re-engagement with your person here, this dominator is going into the casket. They're from the past. They had you bound. It wasn't love. It was control. They're going through a door of no return. You are going through a door of no return. You received an invitation. It was invitation only, they said. And you were the one who got the invitation, not this nasty ass Jack. They wanted you bound and they wanted your invitation. They're getting a casket instead. You're leaving. You're never going to come back. And these people won't have what they need to sustain themselves because they're getting cut off from their supply. They will no longer be harvesting the sacral chakra out of celestial beings. Absolutely not. No more. The history here. In the history, you've been praying to God. I was praying to God for over 20 years. I had all this freaking chaos going through my mind. It was so freaking horrifying, man. Little nasty ass wanted to get me institutionalized, and all I could do is sit there and study it. But a couple of years ago, God said, they do love me. So, you know, twins came together. And it's like, yes, they didn't fight. They didn't try to destroy anybody. They took it in and did something worthy with it, even at the cost of great suffering. And these people are not happy because you were able to alchemize great suffering, and they can't. So it has to go back on them. They can't stick it on you. You keep alchemizing it. It doesn't, they won't stick. They can't make it stick. I don't know if this emotional whatever, is it an entity or something? I don't know. Well, your forgotten person is like, nothing adds up. Suspicion, okay? If you got some forgotten person coming in here wanting to get back with you, they're going into a funeral. They will not come back into your energy at all. Absolutely not. Your forgotten person that you're about ready to encounter and be one with once more, he's like, hey, nothing adds up. This is a no contact zone, enforced distance. And they're listening. The light is left on. You're the light keeper. Infinity is in you, and you are necessary. You're necessary. You stopped fighting what used to scare you. You're not afraid anymore. You just decided to, I guess, alchemize it patiently. You mastered yourself, your emotional body. No more infinite masks. The masks are off. The masks are off, and that's that. There's no more infinite masks. The masks are off. This is the end of the beloved child getting ghosted and getting fucked up in the head. Somebody's in eternal regret, and perhaps they are in their head. You're not giving them healing. You're not breathing. You're not giving them healing. You are not going to alchemize their insanity, their anger, their rage, their hatred. You're not alchemizing it. God said no. He's not making you, he's not going to make you live with that anymore. It was so nasty, man. God said no. That's it. They were sacrificing us and then putting that filth into our mind and then saying it was us. They were trying to convict humanity of being insufficient mentally, energetically, emotionally. You're between worlds. There's going to be no more mask wearer in the sacred space. You know who they are. You know how to detect it. You can see the truth because you're a real freaking celestial being. Page of Cups, sweet love, goodbye. You found the hidden truth. They lost you, final straw. Power move. We're laying stuff to rest. Two hearts are aligned. Two hearts that beat as one. I need you, I need you. Hope doesn't stop the karmic wheel from turning. Karmic wheel is turning. You've completed the research. You've come back together, and you can put an end to this war. You've mastered yourself. You're turning your back. Twin flames, you are married, united. And this stalker that did not choose you, the stalker that betrayed you and rejected you, is spying on you from sacred accounts. They want to go do a freaking 3D thing because they're just a nasty jack. You deserve better than being isolated. You deserve better than being stuck between a rock and a hard place and have people throw their shit, their garbage right into your face. You deserve better. You have a soul map that nobody else can read, man. You went eye to eye with the demons that tried to take over your fucking temple, your body, your container. They can't get your soul map. You went eye to eye with them. They cannot read your soul map. That's for you. That's for Creator. You went eye to fucking eye with the demons that tried to take over your vessel while you were isolated. And you deserve better. You overcame the challenge, and these fucking things can just go away. They didn't get your soul map because you're a healer. You're a healer. They can't manage that frequency. They got to get off the planet. They're leaving the planet. They're not welcome anywhere. Sad news. They're taking flight. The thief. They got to get out of here. They want to do a 3D thing. I heard somebody talking about a rocket launcher. They want to get hold of a fucking rocket launcher and drop a bomb on somebody's house or some freaking rocket or whatever. These freaking whack jobs out there running around in the freaking desert with their little rocket launchers. Ew, we're gonna go drop this bomb on that bitch. Get rid of that bitch. Yeah, whatever. Fucking. Did you... If you want peace, prepare for war. You kept the vision and you have clarity. You are prepared. Resilience is your superpower. You could be, something's coming in hot. Could be the sun. Could be the sun. Could be the sun who did not believe the rumors about you. These people are not keeping you out from infinity. They're not going to take part in infinity. Honor what is ending. They're dead. They're dead. And yeah, we got do not enter. Do not enter because you've transformed into the phoenix and the light is you. The light is you. Now, it could very well be that whoever, I mean, you know, people have their preference, you know. There's been folks sleeping with devils in masks for centuries in this upper celestial realm. They've been really having a fine life. And now everybody that's been living on the gold of this celestial kingdom, especially the men who've been violating everybody, sodomizing children and whatnot, they know they're in danger and they're still there. wandering around on my fucking ceiling, strategizing. So I'm just going to pull from this deck, and then we'll see where we're at. All right. So final round. 10 of Pentacles, safety for the children. You leaving behind a legacy. The Divine Feminine isn't what these nasty asses said they were. You know, because they've been transferring their addictions and their alcohol, and, you know, they've been putting high value people in with families that were very, very low vibrational, alcohol problems, jail problems, all this weird stuff, you know. But you chose clarity. You told this stuff, this alcohol wanted to kick your ass, and you said no. You gave it up. You restored clarity, and you rebuilt trust. So what you were saying and what was moving through you, what is moving through you, is trustworthy. So we got the Star is revealing the truth about the trap of the roses. These crazy women are stalking on the social media. We got the Eye of the Void. You are not lost in the dark. You're being rewoven. The Caretaker is patiently reweaving the dream for the secret garden. They were exploiting the roses, the children. They were unaliving them, replacing them, saying that they were better than them. God said we were the chosen ones. God said you were the animals. You're nothing but an animal. Yeah, well, guess what? High-value soprano celestial beings don't talk like that. They're not arrogant and fucking cruel to regular old people who didn't do anything to them. They don't celebrate the slaughter of planetary, the animals, man. Blood rituals around the fucking clock. They don't celebrate that pain, that fear, that low vibrational, whatever, man. They don't celebrate that kind of shit. So King of Pentacles can't sleep. Dude's having a nightmare? Good. He's got lots of time for that. Honey, they're not happy. They can't balance their emotions because he got cut off from the energy of this star, of this healer. This nasty ass who is making pentacles by prostituting the energy, the sacral essence of this woman. Oh, yeah. Freaking money worshiper. They're not happy. They can't balance their emotions. They're freaking out. 9 of Cups, love spell, snake, lie. It was a lie. They were doing love spells to get little girls, virgins and whatnot, to come in and couple with them so that they could drain the value of the covenant, their rainbow covenant, shatter the heart chakra, and then step in as a spiritual identity while draining you of all your wealth, divine feminine. There's an unopened letter. You're a quiet flame, and it is slowly and steadily reshaping the world. Your heart is like a flower. These people are disconnected from the universe. They're in rage and confusion. They're not getting what they had hoped for. They're not able to get themselves a feminine, to heal themselves. Female's not waiting. She's not waiting. She's like, bafangu, take care of your own self, nasty Jack. Deal with it. You're not waiting. Loneliness. Your distant twin flame is here. Heart like a lotus flower. Yeah, right there, right in the environment. You're soon, any day now. Invitation only. I have no idea how this is going to happen. Those people who abused you and then siphoned your sacral essence for petty fucking gain at the cost of an innocent, loving being, an upper dimensional soprano. This nasty ass doesn't belong in the upper realm. That's no freaking soprano. That's nobody worthy of that kind of power. Your light is on. They could not snuff your light out. Infinity is in you. They're being warned. The masks are off. This is a no contact zone. The mind of these divine feminines and the intellectual property that they receive is a no contact zone. And you too, masculines, okay? Because I know you're getting your messages too. I don't mean to exclude you, so please do whatever you need to do with the genders. Mr. Rich is in their head. They're not getting healed. They can't trap the healer. You have clarity regarding the whole circumstance of the wealthy elite who are losing their money because everything they built was built on harvested energy from sacrificed souls. I don't give a fuck. There's not one successful nasty ass out there. They're all red rumming thieves. You're not going to be a success story in the old chapter unless Santa says you can, darling. But the mother took his head off. And now we've got something to celebrate. Because there's no more masks in this sacred space. I can hear them. The curator talking to his Draco buddy over here, and we got one or two of the supposed Satanists over here. They're hiding. They're still in there hunting, or hiding, I should say. Comparing. No more comparing. We're done. The karmic wheel is going to turn for these people. They're going to get karma for comparing themselves to the divine feminines and then draining their chakras and then replacing them with this on the cosmic celestial realms. All these celestial realms, everybody who married into the clan with the intention to harvest it and destroy it, they need to be discovered and eliminated. I mean, this is bad, man. They married into the clans of the freaking cosmos. The cosmic threads, all the planetary systems, they infiltrated them all. These shape-shifting Draco fucking whatever the hell. Soul harvesters, life force feeders. They got to get off the planet. They got to get off all the planets because they were in for petty gains. They're not here to generate serious wealth that will actually serve the planet. They just want to fill their pocket and get their socks off, their rocks off, what the hell ever. They missed, Mr. Sudden Wealth missed the deadline for their sacrifice. They will not have an intercessor. They will go into the fire that they planned on throwing humanity into. Yep. The false flame is going to be hit by a secret weapon. Social mask wearers who married divine feminines with the intention of gathering money and wealth need a lifesaver. Mr. Small Offering needs a lifesaver for gambling with the soul of a high-value celestial, for wearing the energy and pretending to be that, you putz. Yeah, because you pushed through and beyond your comfort zone. You discovered new capabilities. You turned death into life. And now you've broken through the curse, the barrier, that thing that had you locked in that space. When you found out and discovered how to alchemize death into life and light, you rose from the dead like the phoenix and you broke through. Broke the curse that held everybody here. And now everybody that was spying on you, telling lies about you, they're not getting out because they could not trap the healer. They're not going to get healing. These third-party enemies and all of this dumbass shit, we got bad news. They cannot reverse what they have done with this pedophilia, with this molestation of little girls, with the false convictions in the celestial realms that they were whores. They can't undo it. These nasty ass rapist fuckers, they can't call themselves men, leaders, fathers, brothers. They're going to prison for what they did with the oath that they took when they contracted with celestial divine women. Danger is approaching them. Mr. I loved the world and the whole fucking world full of women. We're whores. I'm the only one that deserves heaven. Cornholio motherfucker. May your phallus rot right off of your fucking container. Asshole. He wants to escape death. So he decided he was going to harvest the womb and the flower out of all the little girls and then tell God that he was the only fucking one worthy. I did it all by myself, God. I'm the only one worthy. Yes, you motherfucker. They will not step on these new family trees. The walls are closing in on these assholes. There's no more space for denial, only for resolution. And we've got guidance from above. Clarity is arriving. Graceful understanding. There's a connection here. These consumers that have been consuming you are undergoing a digital detox. These are people aren't even real. Their utopia is just an illusion fueled on the energy, the battery of human sacrifice. There's an unexpected event. Somebody's going to be drinking and driving. Somebody's going to be drinking and driving, and they're going to fall into a trap. They're being condemned for what they have done with the gift of fiercely independent women. They left you alone, made you do it by yourself. They went and whored around. That's how they spent their life. The gift was down here getting the shit done. Buried under that fucking rock, isolated, facing the demons on her own. On her own, you gigolo piece of shit thief. Cry about it. They were making porn, sending it out to your twin flame so that you would be rejected forever. Casa fucking Nova. Getting an ultimatum for stealing the honor of women and your person who kept pushing the love up the hill. You assholes. What do you have to say to me now? Do you like me now? Last one. I know I said that. before, but this definitely is because it's the last deck I got. Oh, the universe does not give the X back request. Nasty ass. Oh no, you're going to be stuck in your own mirror, curator. You and all those bro hoes that you prostituted everybody with. You're stuck in the mirror. They're held responsible for anything and everything that they put into the mirror of humanity and others. They are responsible for. They will have to go live that experience. They will be stuck in that mirror. The universe is not giving the healer back. They made very bad decisions by fucking everybody with the devil attachments. By fueling everybody with fire, exploiting them. By encouraging prostitution, rape, red rum of innocent children, and then exploiting them with this devil fire. Yeah. Money worshippers. Silence. They're undergoing a reality check. There's silence. They're losing their skills, their telepathy. They're getting cut out of the council house because they did not heed counsel. They tried to destroy the counselor. Nobody gives a shit about them crying. Nobody cares, everybody. They don't have any balance. They're not able to balance themselves out. They're in rage and confusion. They're getting kicked out of the universe, or they're just going to be between worlds. They can't land anywhere. They're not going to be bringing their drama to anyone in the universe ever again. Mr. Arrogant, so full of themselves, and he doesn't care who he has to unalive or what kind of, how much blood they need to spill. They think they're it. They're going to learn otherwise. Or maybe they already have. There's a funeral here. There's a coffin waiting for this piece of shit. It's his turn to go pay the price for luxury. Because nobody is taking your ticket. Nobody is going in your house. Nobody is taking your damn thing. These people are afraid. Netflix porn queen is a freaking afraid because the mask is off. The infinite masks, all the sacrifices, every identity that they've been masquerading as, they're all gone. All of the masks are off. They cannot wear one of them. Not even one. Not one mask is going to work. They don't actually have an identity. They don't even have a personality. And you're not sponsoring the circus. You're not sponsoring the circus. You're like, out of here. Lazy ass circus. No, dead weight. Get off. They don't produce anything. They can't be their own supply. They're not their own source of energy. They sit around lazy ass all day. They don't have any light in them. They're dead. They don't have any energy. They're not healing anybody or anything. They can't bring healing to their own damn self. And you're not accepting crumbs anymore. It's not romantic, darling. You're saying no to crumbs. You're saying no to Mr. Small Offer. You're saying no to Mr. Arrogant, Mr. Cruel, Mr. Astral Projectionist Spy, roaming around in your house while you're here judging you for not doing your dishes today. Fuck off, you nasty peeping Tom, bitch. Take your sweet ass honey and go. Just go. Go. Go deal with it. Go deal with it, ho. You're giving from an open heart and you expect nothing in return. And that's what you were doing the whole many thousands of years that these assholes were hurting you. Stripping you of your identity. Calling you auntie when you were the main character. You were the key holder. Love don't pay the rent. Love don't pay the rent. So anybody who said that love don't pay the rent, some asshole who does not create, they do not produce, they do not share. All they do is run around saying, oh, I'm this, I'm so perfect. And how dare you talk to me in that tone? It's like, dude, you have not earned any respect. You're a phony. Why would anybody treat you with respect when you're a fucking phony who says love don't pay the rent? Okay, yeah, they had to snatch up a pure being and then do this digital freaking pornography shit. Identity theft. They did it sober, both of them. She's like, you bastard, you said this was gonna work. You bastard, you said that I was gonna get money. You said that I was gonna be the queen and I was gonna get to rule everybody. Yes. Well, she's not happy now, is she? She's not happy now. They have to accept responsibility for being such an asshole because you are free. They hurt you beyond what is forgivable. They left you alone. And it's like, let go already, man. Just let the fuck go. These people have been fucking leeching off of you for centuries. They don't want to be with you, but they want to feed on you from an unseen place. These are parasites in the greatest degree. Get out of here. Mr. Piece of Shit, petty gains, sudden wealth, missed the deadline for their sacrifice. They did not get an intercessor. There is no feminine at all of any age or masculine, but this happens to be, they're looking for a feminine. So, it ain't gonna happen. God said you will never find what you're looking for. You're not taking this, nasty Jack. Why? Because you're not devoted. You have no devotion. You haven't devoted yourself to anything except destroying others and humiliating them with your fucked up attitude. You've been telling everybody that the divine feminine has an attitude when it's been you the whole fucking time, you nasty ass. Exploiting people. Piece of shit. Nobody's taking this woman's spotlight. You know, fuck off. The devil. You stopped being afraid of the devil. You stopped finding what used to scare you. You're just like, fuck off. And now they got to be silent because you are no longer giving spiritual credit to idiots. These idiots who have nothing to offer anybody. They can't even buy you a decent meal, man. Let alone pay for the damn gas to get you there. You're saying no? And they say, oh no, this sucks. We lost the healer. What do you mean? We've lost our identity. Oh no. Who are we going to mimic? Who are we going to mimic? Yeah, and the little gigolo boss man, yeah, he's going to be held accountable. And you did not even bitch about it. You didn't complain. You just got on getting on. And now God is blocking him for you. This stingy ass piece of shit is getting deleted. God's blocking him for you. Delete, 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 delete. We don't trust chaos anymore. And they're losing signal. They're freaking out. They can't tap and tag you. They can't get into your inbox. They can't get into your mind. You're not powerless. His story flopped. You're not on clearance. You're not a dime a dozen. You're no secondhand freaking nothing. There's nothing cheap about you. You are the real deal. Celestial divine. You take care of your energy. You're clean, you're pure, you're powerful. You take on the chin and you just get up and you go. And you don't even fucking complain or try to get somebody back. You're just out there being the best that you could be, challenging your own soul, challenging your own vitality. And that is why you are serendipity. Because you weren't out here trying to impress some nasty ass Jack. You were out here impressing your own damn self because nasty ass Jack kept putting you in a fucking exhibit. And finally, you're like, get out of here, Jack. And I'm not even talking about anybody named Jack. This is a jackass, okay? Short for jackass or Jack Wagon. Alrighty then. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I hope that helps you out or gives you, the twin flames are together. Whoever you are, if you are in a twin flame union, I mean, you could be in the physical, but what this is kingdom spouses of a celestial kind actually doing the research to find their true person. And you did. And you did. And they feel that you deserve better. So you're gonna get better. And hopefully over time, the experience with these snakes, these self-glorifying fucking containers housing principalities calling themselves men who like to go around with their phallus and plug in and draw forth the covenant of our rainbow chakra covenant and the wealth of that spiritual identity. Yeah, piss off, take your love spells and piss off. You're not going to be sucking the life out of anybody else anymore, mask wearing motherfucker. No. And you're getting out of the house. You're getting out of the house of the mothers, and you're no longer going to be sodomizing the children or siphoning their damn corpuscles. These people that have been portraying themselves as worthy religious leaders and all of that, they're offended by my speech. They're offended by some of the things that I wear because they're script writers and they have an idea of what their version of an acceptable representative of anything or anyone ought to be. And because the majority of humanity doesn't fit that bill of the flatline walking corpse, they say that we're too emotional. And the fact of the matter is, any living being is going to have emotion. These principalities are very monotone. They speak in a voice that's very low. Very, she's got an attitude problem. We had to get rid of her. There wasn't any choice. Can I undo this? Can I do this? It's very hypnotic, very monotone. There's no fluctuation. It's spell casting, mind fucking. So it's hypnotic. We aren't necessarily wanting to hypnotize anybody. We're just expressing, right? And being what we are. And they can't handle that because they're dead, man. There's no heartbeat in them. They have no vital force of their own. All they have is a script, and they want everybody else to match the script. And if anybody varies from the script, then they failed the school as far as their fake gatekeepers go. It's weird, man. All right. Well, I'm out of here. I hope you have a pleasant night, guys. Take care.